first time we've had the GoPro mic in the Porsche. You guys are probably thinking this is going to be a Porsche video. It's not, actually. Well, I mean, we're starting the video as a segue into what the subject actually is about, which, judging by the title, you probably know that. You guys aren't stupid, most of you.
Yeah. It's pretty obvious.
It's pretty obvious. We're in this, though, to talk about what happened to us these past few days while we haven't uploaded in our normal, timely manner as of recently. We tried to get this registered today.
Yeah, we tried to get it registered today, and it needs smog, so we weren't able to get it registered, and now we have to figure out another means of getting this thing registered because it is not going to pass smog after everything that we've done to it, clearly.
This was, believe it or not, our best daily.
Yeah.
There's no other way to put it. Do you guys know how much it costs to daily drive an F350?
It just costs so much to daily drive it. There's diesel, there's parts, and it's just at that time in its life, it's at a little bit over 150,000 miles. That's when things just start to break. Whatever was gonna break in the 150,000 lifespan is gonna start breaking right now. I'm sure once you get through all those parts, it's a diesel, it'll run for another 150,000. But it just doesn't make sense for us to have it. We don't do truck stuff all that often.
I have such a deep hatred towards that freaking truck.
Yeah.
It's an irrational hatred because it's been a good truck. But
up until recently.
Yeah, and now it's starting to do things. And you know, I bought that when we weren't in the best financial or credit situation, so the monthly payments are actually unbelievable. We've remedied this situation. And if you clicked on this video, you probably already know that.
Yeah, we did it. We finally just went out. We were changing the brakes on the truck, and I smashed my hands. And we just got mad at it. And we went out. We bought a new daily driver.
So this is the new daily, which is a far cry from what we're used to. You know, we're used to driving project cars exclusively. It's been like that since we were like 16 years old, and that looks a little bit like this. It's gonna blow! Check this out. You can turn it even more than that, can't you? It doesn't do anything. We're going perfectly straight. And the car we chose is literally the complete opposite. That was pretty silly, but for real, that tea smells really good.
It's Earl Grey. It's pretty bomb. You can make Fruity Pebble things out of it.
I was going to say, it smells like Fruity Pebbles. Alright guys, this is a 2015 Mercedes-Benz C300. We got a really good deal on it, which played into it, but other than that, we chose it just because we're so used to driving obnoxious cars, and we've never really had a daily. We do business together, so, you know, there's not really a whole need for us having individual cars, so we pretty much just drive whatever's available.
And having the business and us being so into cars, we drive a lot. We put a lot of miles on all of our cars, and it just made sense that we get something that yells at you when you're in dangerous situations or somebody's in your blind spot, or, you know, just something that's comfortable. And this thing is extremely comfortable.
Oh, it does things that we don't, you know, we don't have any place needing or having, but
no.
We actually, believe it or not, we pay more a month for the F350, which is going away. We just need to clean it up before we sell it. So that still exists. That's still a thing. We just parked it up the street so we don't have to look at it anymore. Because
we hit it.
We hit it from sight.
Just don't like seeing it.
This car gets 33 miles per gallon on the highway, and it still has a decent amount of performance. It's boosted. It's a, I think it's a 2-liter. It's a 4-cylinder turbo. I know that much. It's got about 240 horsepower and 273 torque. So it moves.
Yeah, it's zippy. It's quick. It's got passing power.
Already crapped on the GTI, so that's good.
Yep.
And it's we'll go through some of the features now, I guess. Let's start with the sportiness, and we'll start with this agility switch, which is interesting. So you press this to select different modes, and you'll see on the information tablet that kind of just sticks there, you got Sport and you got Sport Plus. These things adjust. Really, it's the steering feel, so it gets heavier when you put it on Sport Plus. Gives you a little bit more feedback. It also affects the area in which it shifts, so it'll shift at higher RPMs, it'll keep the engine revved up, and it shifts harder too. This car is a 7-speed automatic. It does have the paddle shifters. If you click those, it goes into manual mode. The crappy thing about it is it won't really let you redline it and hold it. It'll shift for you eventually, so it's not like a dual shift gearbox or anything like that. This isn't meant to be a race car, though. This is a daily driver, and that's what we were shooting for.
Yeah, it's got the 7-speed transmission, which also helps with fuel economy. Speedy shifts are kind of neat, but it slows those down a little bit if you don't have it in Sports Plus mode.
We'll do a little demo of a 0 to 60 for you guys. All right, here we go. That wasn't bad. You gotta show that.
Alright, yeah, definitely.
See if you can hold the camera right. So it's beeping at Devin right now because we're about to show you guys a lot of the features that are just silly to us because of the types of cars we're used to. We don't need anything that's quite like this. It does this weird auto-adjusting seatbelt thing. If you notice that, it squeezes you a little bit, and it says it's for auto-adjustability based off of people's sizes and whatnot, but I think it just likes to make you feel safe. I don't know if that does a whole lot.
It's tucking you in.
Why the fuck can't you do this with your hands? Why do you need to press a button to make this thing go up and down like this?
It's so absurd. Why? You can do that so easy with your hands. Mine has it, but it doesn't move. It doesn't actually.
Yeah, they put it there so it looks nice. The interior of this car does look very nice. We're hoping that we don't mess it up because, you know, we tend to get in the truck when we're covered in grease, oil, and really nasty stuff. Like, have you guys ever smelled gear oil? It's basically the most foul substance on the face of the earth.
It's disgusting. But that's also why we opted for black leather. Any other color interior would have gotten destroyed, and fabric would have just soaked up a bunch of oil.
So yeah, I mean, that's really it. We're not going out to put, like, we're not trying to make a big long video on this car because it is just a new daily, and when you guys see it, it will just be us in it doing other things that we need to for our other projects. We pretty much want to keep it 100% stock. Obviously, the only things that we could think about doing is, you know, the AMG wheels and brakes fit on this. I think maybe the brakes. I know the wheels do, but I know it's a package for this car that might be something we're interested in looking into because the 16s look a little small and silly on this car. Look a little cheap.
It's a big car compared to our other cars.
It's a big car. The AMG wheels look nice, so that's one thing. It's just a 4-cylinder, so there's really, I don't want to put an exhaust on it. It's just things like that would just make this car, it would take the purpose of it away, and that is the most daily of the daily drivers.
And that's the new daily driver. Like it or love it, you can't argue that at the end of the day, it's a nice daily driver, it's comfortable, we can actually park it unlike the truck, so we're super happy with it.
It's not going to cost $30 every other day in diesel. That's the number one thing.
That's the biggest thing. It's also not a big rusted piece of shit from New England.
Alright guys, we're back in the garage. We just went on a nice little leisure drive in the new Mercedes, which is just ridiculous because we don't deserve a car like that at all. Nope. We got a lot of stuff going on with all these other stinky cars, and let's jump into what is going on. Before we talk about any of the cars, I don't know if you guys follow us in our motorcycles, but this is definitely a thing. So we're going to be asking you guys later in the video if you want to see more bike stuff, and this is part of that. This is a Honda Scrambler build. You can find that video if you're interested in learning more about that, but we're moving on here. Devin, you want to talk a little bit about what we want to do with the Porsche and why?
Yeah, since that registration thing happened, that's going to take us a little while. That gives us a good opportunity to get at all the little bodywork that it needs. We're going to fix up this dent. There's a couple other small, like, rock chips and stuff. Obviously the red fender. We're just going to sand it all down.
Oh, hold on, and the red fender.
Oh yeah, there's some fans. We have some fans of the
We've accumulated some fans of the red fender. I don't know why some of you like it. I can't possibly think of a reason. it just makes it look like this car looks as a whole, and that is garbage.
Yep.
If you're new to our channel, we not only have this 911 build going on, we also have a tractor turbocharged 4 to 2.3 turbo Datsun. Some of you probably think that this is an abomination. We do too, but it's a damn fun abomination, and we want it to run as good as our Porsche does, and it should. Because we've built it like 6 times already, it just keeps, it's one of these, I don't know, you guys probably have a project like this where you fix one thing and somehow 5 unrelated things break. That's exactly what's going on with this. And then, we have more headache, and that's Devin's Jeep.
Hopefully this will take care of it.
Let's take a look what's going on under here real quick.
We can pop the hood, see what's happening. Oh!
Oh shit!
It's torn to pieces and covered in spider webs.
Yeah, this isn't gonna run. Let's hop in it and go. I was about to say, but that's definitely not a possibility.
Nope.
There's actually 2 cylinders that just aren't in here at all. Pistons, I should say. All the cylinders are very clearly there.
We picked up an old 4.0, so we're going to put this in there, and that'll convert it over to fuel injection instead of the carburetor, and that thing has just been a carburetor curse. No matter how many times we switched the carburetor to different things, gotten new ones, it never ever runs right.
This is a graveyard of carburetors. Yep.
I've gone through like 4 or 5 carburetors on that thing. It's just a cursed engine. Fuel injection is the way to go.
Looks like trash, runs nice, actual trash, and way too freaking nice for us. Alright guys, that's going to do it for this one. We wanted to get a video a little bit earlier, but it's been raining in San Diego, which just messes us all up because we're now acclimated to it being 75 and sunny every single day. We've also been buying a new car and dealing with some DMV issues with some of our projects, specifically the Porsche.
It's always super duper fun to go to the DMV.
No, it's not. It's awful. And then actually we waited in line for an hour today, and someone behind us was like, hey, you know, if you're just registering your stuff, how about you go to AAA? And we're like, son of a bitch, we have AAA. And we went there, and luckily they told us that we couldn't register the car in 10 minutes instead of 4 hours. So we saved a little bit of time. Still a pain in the ass. Devin's gonna go ahead and pick a winner for this video's giveaway. If you guys are not familiar with the channel, if you're new here, we give away products from boostedshades.com every single video. That's also the best way to support us, is heading on over to boostedshades.com and seeing what we have to offer.
Alright, this video's winner is Dodgy1DOS.
Okay, you can hit us up at Teamboosted at boostedshades.com or through any of our social media platforms, and we will get back to you and ship you a prize. If you guys are interested in winning, a second, I just ate some jalapeno potato chips in there while I was looking for our other lens. If you guys are interested, there's just the crumbs, that's the best part. I had to eat them all. If you guys are interested in winning the videos, the video giveaways, all you have to do is like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Sometimes we ask you guys things.
This video's question, as you just saw, we have a ton going on and not a whole lot of direction in which we need to head. So we're wondering what you guys want to see the most. We have the Porsche, we have the Datsun, we have the Jeep, we have the bike. There's tons of stuff going on. What do you want to see?
So leave that in the comments, and you guys are eligible to win free stuff from boostedshades.com. That's going to do it for this one.
As always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.